way, Jose.
Red I got you. Come subscribe, like. Come subscribe, like. Come subscribe, like. Come subscribe.
No way.
Red I got you. Alright, so today I'm doing another Cobra Kai video, and today I'm going to be talking about who's your favorite character and why. Now, essentially, I'm just going to be continuing the marathon that I've been doing for the past, like, a week or so. And basically, I'm just going to be doing it till like the 14th or 15th, depending on how many videos I make. And I'm going to be talking about part 2 right after it comes out. Either the day after or the day of. It's going to be the 15th. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Now, starting off with the first one, it would be Miguel. Now, Miguel, honestly, is the main character next to Johnny. No one can tell me otherwise. I would say he's one of the most important characters in the entire franchise because he brings so much to the table. And honestly, if you just like main characters, then he's your guy, honestly. He's very kind-hearted, so if you like, very noble, kind characters, he's your guy. Like, he shows mercy when needed. He showed mercy to Robby when he defeated him in combat, when they, they versed in season 2, and, he spared them. He got kicked off the railing, but that just shows, like, even after he got kicked off the railing, he still came back and he spared Robby again, showing just how kind-hearted he is and how he doesn't, he actually learns from his mistakes, because at the end of the day, he could have gotten kicked off the railing again, but he learned to stay away from the railing in the second fight. So he's a smart character, and he's a good guy at the end of the day. So if you like those type of characters, Miguel's your guy. Now, if Robby's your favorite character, and he's a lot of people's favorite character next to Miguel, honestly, I would say Robby is the type of character where he's gone through so much struggle, so much pain, so much anger, anguish, that I can understand if a character resonates with you like Robby does. Most likely you've gone through some of the stuff that Robby has gone through in the past. Honestly, he's a very relatable character, and in terms of how he's written, I think he's one of the best written characters in the entire show, if not the best written. And when it comes to his relatability status, I really think that personally he's the most relatable character to me, next to like Hawk and I guess Miguel as well, because like he just goes through some of the most tragic stuff in the entire show. He gets abandoned, cheated on, beaten in combat multiple times, to where it literally causes him trauma. Like in season 6, you see how he has that second place syndrome, and that is shown throughout the entire show. Like when he lost twice in the tournaments, and when he just gets beaten by Miguel and stuff like that, it's like that stuck with him. So if you're a character, or if you're a person who's gone through a lot in life, and maybe you had a bad childhood, maybe your parents weren't together, like maybe they got divorced, or you've gone through similar stuff to Rob, maybe you got cheated on at some point, so you kind of relate to him when it comes to that situation, and maybe you hate Miguel for that, I don't know, then I can understand why you would side with Robby and sympathize with Robby. Now, if Hawk is your favorite character, most likely you're the type of person that likes the funny character / character who's a little bit bombastic, a little loud. Maybe they're supposed to be funny, or maybe they're just accidentally funny, and they're more so like the angry character. Like in My Hero Academia, which is an anime, Bakugo is a character that's very loud and very obnoxious to some people. And to some people, he's just very funny because he's very loud, very angry. And this is very similar to Hawk. Hawk, has those moments where he kind of had a villain arc in seasons like 2 and 3. But because he's such an entertaining and, bombastic character, and the actor, Jacob Bertrand, he does very well with this character, and his acting is very good, to where like you actually buy that he is this character, this nerd that turned into a badass. And it kind of like took him over in a sense. So I can understand if you like that type of character, to where he has a very relatable background. He gets bullied, which a lot of people go through, and that's why you would like this type of character. When it comes to Tory, most likely you had a family member either die, or someone who's sick or went through something, and maybe it could even be a significant other, and you had to take care of them or something like that. Or maybe she's the type of character where she's kind of entertaining because she's not like everyone else. Like, she's kind of badass, but she has a kind heart at the end of the day, and maybe you just value that type of character. Very similar to Hawk. And she's one of the powerful ones, but she's not the most powerful. But that doesn't matter to you, because her inner struggles and her having to fight her demons is a more interesting character than a character that's just powerful for the sake of being powerful. Now, if Sam is your favorite character, most likely you like the characters where they go through a lot of struggles, but at the end of the day, they do not flaunt the things that they have, even if they are somewhat privileged. Meaning, Sam is a somewhat rich character because Daniel actually owns the dealership, and he has a lot of money, so he is very well off. Can take care of himself very well, and Sam, by proxy, is seen as the rich girl, the privileged girl. And she does not flaunt it at all. She's not that type of character. She's not an asshole. She doesn't try to act as if she's better than other people, and because of that, people could like her for that. And you may be one of those people who you see yourself in her, or maybe you want a person like that in your life. Someone who's very kind-hearted, who may have a lot, is very privileged, but doesn't show it, doesn't act as if they are. And that's good to have in a person. And she's one of the most powerful students in Miyagi-Do. And she doesn't act as if, again, that she's better than others just because she's stronger than her. For example, Tory, she's not necessarily acting as if she's better than Tory just because she's stronger than her. There's also a chance that you may be a woman yourself if you watch the show and you relate to the character because of that. Maybe Sam goes through struggles that you also do, and that would make a lot of sense, honestly. It's the same thing with, if you're a guy and you relate to Robby more, or Miguel more, or Eli more than like Moon or Tory or Sam. It just makes perfect sense. If you like Moon and she's your favorite character, most likely you like the character that is very chill, doesn't like fighting, wants world peace, just wants people to get along, and you want a character that honestly is sort of like a middleman, or in this case a middle woman, who doesn't always want to get in conflict and wants to always have people, at their best, and make sure that everyone's okay, and is a kind-hearted person that you would want as your friend or significant other in real life. If Devon is your favorite character, most likely you like a character who's an asshole. No, I'm just playing. But no, maybe you like a character who, goes through a lot of struggles and honestly is very unsure of themselves. Maybe you like a character that is a little bit feisty, but at the same time has a kind heart. And they are unsure of who they want to be, but at the end of the day, they know that they want to be on the right side and do good things. And that may be a character that you relate to, or maybe you've seen someone in real life that that is sort of the same way, and that reminds you of them, and you like that. If Johnny is your favorite character, most likely you like a character who is kind of an asshole and had a bad past, but at the end of the day, they are a good person and they want to help people, or they want to show that they're not as bad as people think they are. And maybe this was you back in the day. Maybe you hurt a lot of people in the past, and maybe you have had a redemption arc in a certain sense. Maybe you were the mean girl, or the mean guy, like a bully essentially. Or maybe someone in real life who was this way. Maybe they were a bully in the past and they changed their ways, or something along those lines. It also could be that you just like the funny character, who knows. If Daniel is your favorite character, most likely you like a character who means well at the end of the day, and maybe they make a lot of mistakes, but at the end of the day, they want to help people. They want to, create world peace the best way they possibly can, and they want to establish themselves as like a mentor and a person that can help the next generation. Maybe you're a father or a mother, a aunt and uncle who wants to help their sons and daughters, nephews, nieces. Or maybe you're just a random person who doesn't have any children, but they just want to help people in general. Maybe you work at a pharmacy, you're a doctor, or you work with children and you love children. You want to help them and make sure, maybe you're a teacher, something along those lines. So you understand how important the next generation is, and you want to help them. And you're not a perfect person, just like Daniel isn't, but you just love, the fact that he struggled in life. He was bullied, and he learned karate, and he learned how to defend himself, and now he can use that to help other people get their way in life and help them become better people. When it comes to John Kreese, most likely you like a character who is a bad guy, or maybe they're like a darker character, and you like the darker, edgier characters because they're more interesting and they add something new to the series. Maybe they're a long-lasting villain like Kreese is, and they're a character where they're very complex, more complex than other characters, and they keep you intrigued. Every time you see them on screen, you're just very entertained, whether they hurt your favorite characters, or like the good guys, or they help them. Who knows? Maybe they're like an anti-hero. Who knows? Now, if Terry Silver is your favorite character, most likely you like the character who is more on the villainous side, and they plan out things to make sure that their plans go well and they can actually succeed. They're very intelligent, so that's how they're able to map things out and figure out what they want to do. And at the end of the day, maybe they're a very powerful character like Tory is. He's one of the strongest people in the verse. And maybe you like a character who at the end of the day maybe is a little bit unhinged, so that makes them more entertaining. And maybe it's a character that you sympathize with to some degree, even though they are a really evil villain like Tory is. Maybe you like a character who's just the strongest, or maybe you like a character who is one of the best people at whatever they do, and maybe you're one of the best people at what you do. Maybe you're an artist who has a big following on social media, or a musician, or maybe you're just, someone who is into architecture or something along those lines, to where you just like a character who, does well at what they do. Now, if Dimitri's your favorite character, most likely you like the character who is, the joking character, the very funny character, or the character who makes jokes but isn't funny, and that is kind of funny in and of itself. The character's there for entertainment and to make the audience laugh. Maybe it doesn't always hit, but at the end of the day, they're very kind, like you may also be. And, they bring a charm to the show at the end of the day, and you like that. If you like Bert and he's your favorite character, you obviously like characters that are the greatest of all time and can do no wrong, and honestly are a 10 out of 10 character and are just great and the best characters in fiction. Now, if Kyler is your favorite character, most likely you like a character who is very funny, or, is accidentally funny, like he is. And, he's an asshole character, but at the end of the day, when he's on screen, you can't help but just laugh or smile. And, he may be an antagonist, but he fills up time in the show, and you're not mad when he does, because he's just such an entertaining guy. Maybe he's very accurate to bullies, and you understand that, so you do like how he's portrayed, and that just makes you laugh in general. Now, if Kenny or Anthony are your favorite characters, most likely you like the character who starts out, not knowing whatever craft the show is all about, which in this case would be karate. And basically they have, a origin story in the show, maybe later on in the show, so they're like a newer character that is behind when it comes to the other characters, and weren't there since like season 1 or anything, but they're still a very entertaining character who, when brought in, fits seamlessly into the show. And maybe they're a character you feel bad for, or maybe they're a character who you just like to see on screen because you know the actor from other stuff. Now, when it comes to Kenny specifically, I would say Kenny is a character that you can feel bad for, and then you just see how he transitions into like more of a villainous role, so you start to maybe dislike him, but you also like how well written he is, so that's why he's your favorite. And with Anthony, it might be that you also dislike him because he was a bully as well, but he was a bully at the beginning, but you like that he transitioned into more of a nicer character in that same season, and you see how not only he's changed, but he interacts with other characters, and you just love how well implemented he is in the show. If you like Sean as a character and he's your favorite character, most likely you like the big brother archetype or type of character, and maybe you are a big brother. Maybe you actually have a couple little brothers or sisters, and you sort of relate to Sean, and you understand the struggle of trying to, protect your little sibling and trying to help them get through life as you do it, and you have your own struggles, just like Sean does when he went to jail and stuff like, or juvie specifically. And you understand that, like, you go through your own struggles, but at the end of the day, you're still trying to look out for others, and that's a good thing. If you like Yasmin as a character, most likely you just like the mean girl archetype, or maybe someone in real life who's like that. Maybe you like the character who is very similar to, I don't know, Regina George, because she's just entertaining. And you just like that she has a redemption arc at the end of the day, and then she ends up, getting a relationship with Dimitri, so that makes her very likable. If you like Mike Barnes and he's your favorite character, most likely he's the type of character that you like because he has a lot of demons in his past, and he has a lot of stuff that he has to face, but at the end of the day, he's a strong-willed person and someone that you want to be, or you see yourself as, or maybe you look up to him, or you look up to someone in real life, like a father, or maybe it's a mother, who knows, and he reminds you of that, because he's the type of character who he wants to help others, and just like he did in season 6, he wants to help the kids in the Sekai Tekai, but he has his own struggles as well, so he wants to, maybe you just understand that type of character. If you like Amanda or Carmen, I would say you basically just like the motherly sort of character. Maybe you're a mother yourself, or you're about to be a mother, or you have taken care of siblings or younger people, and you, like I said earlier with the teacher, or maybe you work at a daycare or something like that, something along those lines, where you understand children, you love children, you want to take care of children, or you are the type of character the type of person who is very noble, and are the type of person who wants to give advice to others and make sure that they're okay and that they're taken care of, and that's a good trait to have. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you're a character who also has stuff in their past that they're not proud of, but at the end of the day, it doesn't stop you from wanting to be the person that you want to be. If you like Allie, you basically just like the character who is the original love interest of the whatever franchise it is, and yeah, that's basically all I have. If you like Stingray, or Mitch, or Brooks, or Anosh, whatever his name is, I don't understand you. If you like Piper, I also don't understand you. The same goes with Chris. Okay, so that's basically it for this video. Comment, subscribe, like. Let me know what other videos you guys want me to do in the future. This entire month might honestly just be Cobra Kai, depending on how many videos I want to do for season 6. That's what I really am thinking about, because honestly, I'm going to do all these videos until the 15th. Then I might spread them out a little bit more, because I want to actually work a little bit harder on, editing, make sure, everything's in the videos right, like audio and stuff. So I want to work a little bit harder in terms of one specific video for season 6, and then I might just continue on from there. So yeah, comment, subscribe, like. Let me know what you think about this video, or my last couple videos. Let me know what you think about all these characters. Maybe I missed some things, and maybe there are some traits from these characters that you like that I did not mention. So yeah, comment, subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Red Hot Gotsy, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe, like, come subscribe.